We all have that single title in our library with an embarrassing number of hours logged. Yet, it's the one game that we would not likely recommend to a friend, even though we know that they're playing it too. We're intimately aware of its flaws. You've seen all the downfall video essays. You know the reviews are middling at best. Yet, when the world stays quiet for about an hour at the end of a long day, it's the only icon you click after doom scrolling through your video game library and trying to decide, what do I play right now? This brings us to the guilty pleasure paradox. In an era of prestige gaming where most $200 million masterpieces demand our full attention and most of the time our money, there's kind of a uniqueness in the game that doesn't really ask for too much. It's just a quiet comfort that exists in this world of digital media. Sometimes, yeah, you want a Michelin star experience, and that's great and all, but it's stressful and you got to dress up for it, you got to pay for it, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes into that. Sometimes you just want something that's just reliable. Slightly greasy cheeseburger that tastes exactly the same every single time. And for me, that reliable, flawed, endlessly playable experience is the career mode for EA FC 26 or whatever it is that they're calling it these days. I know. But for me, the enduring appeal of FC 26 doesn't lie in its revolutionary physics or graphics and all the groundbreaking stuff that they call it whenever they bring out a new version of it. It really just lies in the mechanical harmony within a busy adult life. The first pillar of this for me is just a quick hit or kind of dopamine loop that exists within it. Most modern games are designed as experiences. Most of the game companies want to keep you playing that game over and over again for an extended period of time so they can continue ask you for money as you continue to play. That's why you have most companies continually chasing the live service dragon and always crashing and burning most of the time. These usually require hours of setup for a single payoff, if any. In career mode, the entire arc of a match, the struggle, the climax, the resolution happens in the time that it takes to just boil pasta or boil an egg. It's a closed loop of satisfaction that fits into the gaps of a hectic schedule. And furthermore, there's just the underrated power of the pause button. For me, the best invention or added to any game whatsoever. In a world that's dominated by just constant live service games and you can't pause those multiplayer raids, having the ability to stop time is a luxury that most of us would love to have in the real world. For me, career mode doesn't hold me hostage to any server or a particular squad. If the doorbell rings or work email pings or something else happens, you can pause it mid-shot, handle whatever's life's throwing at you at that particular point in time, and return exactly where you left off. There's no penalty for existing in the real world. And in this space, all you need to do is just press the pause button and you're back to exactly where you left off. The heart of the obsession, though, is the what if factor. And for me and every other football fan, and yes, I'm calling it football, I know, is the frustration of watching your team collapse every weekend, yelling at the screen about poor tactics or why are they doing that? Why don't they buy that particular player that you know we've needed for so long? Career mode is the only place in the universe where those screams actually carry weight. It's a portal into a fantasy where you can fix the unfixable problems of the team that you support. Now, while critics may often claim that the game is the same every year, and 100% it mostly is, you're just changing a roster. I mean, you can see that by the legacy version they release on the the Nintendo Switch every single year, and they still get away with that. The internal dynamism of a single season, though, tells a different story, and each stage save file that you have kind of becomes its own different story and its own narrative. A random injury to a star player or the sudden growth of that 19-year-old prospect that you scouted in your academy can define or change the entire chemistry of your team. The scoreline might be familiar, but the path that you took to get there, the specific stats of your players affecting one another in real time versus, the computer too as well on the other end, makes the journey feel distinct, and it allows for you to even create your own mental challenges. Like, hey, I want my player that's about to retire at the end of the season to break the record for career assists, right, that season, and kind of go out in a blaze of glory when he retires. Or I want the entire team to focus on making sure we score goals from corner kicks this particular season. And I want to get, let's say, 15 goals, 20 goals from corner kicks. These are things that the game's not tracking, but these are mental challenges that you can set for yourself. At least I set for myself, just to keep things interesting, especially as you kind of get into the later seasons of the career mode where your team is essentially almost like overpowered, depending on how you've graded or kitted it out with the kinds of players that you have and how well they've developed. Despite being a largely solo endeavor, though, loving a flawed game is also a deeply communal experience, and it kind of shows, whether we like it or not, from the sales numbers of FC26. We all bond over the jank or the things we don't like in the game. Case in point, look at Crimson Desert. It's literally aping Skyrim's level of jank when it launched way back in the day, and it's sold gangbusters and people love it. In FIFA, sorry, EAFC, it's the sheer frustration of that scripted 90-minute goal or the bizarre physics glitch. This sense of community kind of mirrors, for me, the early days of kind of high-stakes gaming when we first got into it with Modern Warfare. But specifically for me, those kind of communal experiences really, really didn't kick in until Destiny 1, kind of playing the raid with the Taken King, or Destiny 2 with the Riven raid. Those moments, those kind of friendships that we form, people were just trying to figure stuff out with either the jank or the quirks or the challenges of a game that isn't quite perfect, is just something special. And my particular guilty pleasure with FIFA, or sorry, EAFC, continues to connect me to millions of others who are sitting in their rooms late at night trying to take a struggling team to the heights of the Champions League, because we know we're not just playing a sports sim, we're actually participating in a global culture of shared persistence. Ultimately, FC26 doesn't need to be a masterpiece to be valuable. And yes, it's a loot box crap show with Ultimate Team, but for me, its value is found in its utility. It's a game that fits the contours of my life that's often loud, fast, and busy. And it provides a space for me to be a hero with my team for about 10 minutes, to kind of exert some control over a chaotic sports world and to enjoy a familiar rhythm without the pressure of prestige performance. It's okay that games don't make the top 10 of all time list. FC26 will never, most likely never, make that list, but it's a fun game overall. I mean, I have a video on my channel for Evil West, which is just a fun video game. It's not doing anything too crazy. It's aping a lot of stuff from Devil May Cry and a bunch of other games that are in that particular genre, but it's just a fun game, and that's fine. We have a lot of new AA games that are fitting that particular category of, it's just a fun time for the amount of time that it's there, and you can put it away, and then when someone asks you about something interesting that you've played lately, you can be like, oh hey, there's that one game That was fun. It didn't do anything special, but I enjoyed my time with it. And that's great. If a game provides a sanctuary or a quick hit of joy or just a way to connect with friends over shared frustrations, for me, it's done its job. Right now, I have a Champions League game final to win, and while I know it's a digital fantasy, the satisfaction, especially for me with my team that hasn't won a trophy in over 20 years, is very, very real. Stay safe out there. Let me know what your own guilty pleasure is down in the comments. Peace.